And at this time, where it's time for our final topic, the Invoice with Google Calendar app. This is a great way to convert your billable time directly from your calendar into an invoice in QBO. Here today to present on this slide is our customer support specialist, Brandy Black. Brandy is a senior customer experience specialist here in Tucson. She is on the apps team. Her passion is connecting our customers to an ecosystem of opportunities. She has been with Intuit for 5 years now. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to you, Brandy.
Awesome, thank you. Can everyone go ahead and see my screen all right? Let's make sure we're seeing there. All right. So what I'm going to go ahead and do today is I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a demo of how to connect Invoice with Google Calendar, as well as a quick little demo of how that will work for you. So here today, we'll go ahead and start just from logging into our normal QuickBooks Online account. I do understand that a majority of you are accountants or run your QuickBooks Online within a QBOA firm, and you will not be able to connect this for your clients. However, if your clients are able to do this, it makes it easier for you to be able to create invoices for them or do bookkeeping in such if necessary. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to connect the app to get started here. On the left-hand nav bar, we'll select Apps. And once that loads up, we'll select All Apps. And you can either search for it here by just typing in the word Google. That will actually bring that top one up for you if you'd like. Or typically, you'll notice it's down within on our trending ones because it's a pretty popular ad right now. So we'll go ahead and click into our app card, which will give us the ability to get app now. And just to inform you all, you do not need a G Suite account for this within Google. This can be used with a free Google account, such as Gmail, that you can normally sign up with. So no fees with the app, no fees with the service. It's a free integration. So I highly recommend that everyone that could benefit from this or uses Google Calendar for any time that is billable to go ahead and check it out. So I'll go and say, let's get started, give permission here. And all this really is doing is it's going to be doing a screen scrape of your events over to, probably should have enabled that, to bring the events over into your system. Along with that, what it will also do is it will read your contacts, so it will understand that. In future releases, as we continue to grow this app integration, we will have it to where our customer information flows over between the two systems as well, which will be awesome. As of right now, that is not a feature that is available, but we have heard tons of feedback on that, so we are investigating how we can make that possible for you. So this time, we'll go ahead and say yes, allow. Please tell me my internet connection did not have a problem. Oh, come on. Let's try this one more time here. There we go. My apologies. All right. And so here, what it'll ask you, the first thing is, what default service/product item from within QuickBooks would I like to set as my default item to show up on invoices for my billable time? And typically, I prefer to use hours, as that is what I'm charging for. So I'll go ahead and save. Now I have that as my default, and I will connect the app. Now we're all set. So very simple setup, not very robust or complicated. And so now that everything is all set up, we will now see this lovely Google Calendar icon located within our invoice creation screen, which will allow us to bring everything over. So let me go ahead and walk myself over to our Google Calendar. So as you see, last week, I had a few appointments with some of my clients. I reviewed some books for Sam. I had a lunch with Katie, which was, a paid lunch that we needed to go over some of our work, pulled reports for another client, and even provided some estimates for new clients of mine. So I'm going to go ahead and bill for these as I wish. I will come back over to my invoice, and upon selecting the Google icon, I will then have a drawer that pops out from our right side. Couple of cool things that we've integrated into the newest version here is that you now have the ability to select multiple calendars in which you can access or have access through your Google Calendar. Even shared calendars. So for instance, I have a shared calendar that is from one of my clients here. I can search through a certain date range or even by keywords. So I'll go ahead and search Andrea's calendar actually, which is one of my clients who shared an event with me. And there's my event that I have from Andrea's calendar. I will go ahead and show you the counterpart of that on the Google side. You see here under other calendars, I have Andrea's calendar, which is a shared calendar here. And just earlier this week, she had placed a meeting on here with Sam for me so that I am aware of what she scheduled on my calendar. I can go ahead and bill for that now that it is passed. I will select that meeting. You can simply hover over this as well to make sure that it is the right time slot that you're selecting for, just to confirm. And then I will add to my invoice. Here you will notice that it has placed in my service date in which the actual event happened, my default product and service, which I selected upon setup, my description from the event calendar or calendar event, as well as a default rate. Now this can be set to 0, but this rate that came through is connected to the actual product and service. So whatever I set up in my product and service within QuickBooks will be that default rate that'll show up on the line when adding these events in. If you charge different rates, we would recommend leaving it at 0 so that you can manually type in the rate depending on that event at that time. Again, more feedback to come. We would love to hear what you would use this for and what other features you'd like implemented in that so that we can improve this and make it a little bit better. From here, we'll go ahead and I will bill Andrea since she is the client of mine actually. And then I'll be able to go ahead and save and close. Now I've billed for that time, and that is all. No duplicate entry needed or anything of that sort. And for those that might have used our Google Calendar app in the past with our version 1, you might remember that you used to have to type in crazy coding plus $, this, that, just to get a rate and a customer and everything in, and for it to flow over to QuickBooks within here. And we totally eliminated that. It was very confusing for our customers, and we wanted it to be the most simple experience possible for you with minimal effort from your side. We didn't want to disrupt your current workflows, and we wanted to be able to bring that information over into QuickBooks. So with that, I'd love to answer some questions if we have some time. So I will go ahead and open that up.
We are going to ask one quick question, and then we're going to do some back-to-back polls here. So you guys get a 2-for on the polls, but really quickly, is this option available for Outlook? That's been the biggest question in the chat room.
That is not available for Outlook at this time. That is great feedback, though. I can bring that back to the developer team so that we are aware of other calendar apps that our clients are using or our customers are using and how we can continue to make integration successful.